true authentic selling style, one of the things that most of the tools, if not all of the tools that I teach, that was a weird move. All of the tools that I teach start with a genuine thank you. And it's November, right? And so let's start with a genuine thank you. 12 years ago, when I started this business, and everybody in my life thought, she really is not being super logical, like we may need to help her out a little bit. I was scared, just like you were, right? I mean, when you start a business, you're scared, it's unknown, you wonder if you can do it. But one of the things that I secretly wanted to do so much was perform. As a matter of fact, since I was 5, I can remember kneeling by my bed and in my windowsill at night, and I would pray, and I would just say, "Dear God, thank you for blah, blah, blah. Please let me get to perform. I will be such a good steward." I was 5. This is all I want to do with my life. Please. Amen, amen. Every day. Every day. By the time I was, 12 or 13, probably younger than that, I had fallen in love with the Rocky movies. I had memorized the words to Rocky 3. I had watched it so much. And I got my boombox. It was white with all these multicolored buttons that I won for being the top salesperson in cookies for my school. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's authentic selling. So I recorded scenes from Rocky 3 on this boombox, okay? And then I took the boombox back to my room, shut the door, hit play, and I would alternate. One time I would be Adrian. "Yo, Adrian!" And Rocky would say his words, and then I would act out the scenes. I was Adrian. I want you to know how much that what I'm about to say means to me. I didn't know how I could get from Sweetwater, Tennessee, to a place where I could perform for a living. I just couldn't see the path. My parents couldn't see the path. But this is a thank you to say. 12 years ago, Susan Hyatt introduced me to video. I was in a class called Clear Coaches that she taught. She may still teach it. And our assignment was to record a video, a quick video selling ourselves. It took me 6 hours, but I kept going and I kept going and I kept going. And I turned it in. And I think we had to talk about it. I cried. I cried telling Susan about it. And I said, I don't know why I'm crying. So fast forward to when you entered my life. Whether you entered it 11 years ago or you're just now entering it. Throughout my career here, I found a way to perform. And I'm able to keep performing because y'all watch it. My goal is always, with every one of these, to either create awareness that you maybe hadn't thought of before, or look at something in a way that you haven't before in regards to sales, so that you can find, engage, and close more customers. And here's the lesson in this. How I made up a job that I love, and how I've been able to stick around for 12 years. Here's the lesson. I don't want to do this job if I can't do this right here. And I don't want to do this job if I can't engage with my students and get to know them. And we removed some of the engagement a couple of years ago, trying to scale. I don't want that. I don't want you to be a number. But this is a job I made up. And I found a way to do that thing that I've wanted to do since I was 5 freaking years old. It's true. I would probably put videos out even if nobody watched them. But because you show up week after week, fight, you never know what you're going to get, because you mine for the tip. Because you see me, I get to do this and impact a small portion of your business. So thank you. This dream didn't come true in the way that I expected it to come true when I was 5 or when I was 12. It came true in a completely different way, and I had to create it. And I did. And so here's the how I've been able to stick around in an industry that is changed and is more complicated and has good and has bad, is because I finally went all in on what I love. I tried all the things. I sampled all the things. And I know what I love. And that is knowing your name. Understanding what you do and how you help people. Understanding where you're stuck in the process and working with you to find a solution, a custom solution that allows you to do what you love. You know, it sounds so cliche, do what you love, have more freedom. But if you are still here watching this video, you see how important it is to me to do what I love. So how I've survived this crazy industry for 12 years, I've made so many mistakes. Like, I have made more mistakes than there are hairs on my head, y'all, and I got some thick hair. Is I finally stopped the noise. I finally went all in on what I love. I finally said no to all that other stuff. And the key, the secret, besides doing what you love, is being consistent. Even when it didn't feel good. Even when it was wrong. Even when it felt like a freaking dress that was too tight. Even when I didn't feel well. Even when I was too busy to freaking do it. Some part of me knew that on the other side, I knew somewhere there was just a little morsel of, you're going to find it. So how I did it, consistency, even when it didn't feel good, even when it wasn't right, because Jenny Shee taught me clarity comes through taking action. Sticking with what lit me up and finding a way to do it uncommonly well. It took me 10, 9, 8, I don't know how many years to get to the place where we did this right. But we're doing it right. And it feels so good. So, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to all the funny and all the wacky. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love. My goal here is to help you do what you love. Not in a cliche way, but in a way that is brilliant, beautiful, and badass, because that's what you are. How I did it? Consistency. And right foot, left foot, breathe. Right foot, left foot, breathe. That's a Pat Summitism. And doing what I love. So let's go. Let's go. Right foot, left foot, breathe. Let's find something that you can get consistent on that lights you the frick up. And let's do it. Your customers are going to be so attracted to that. And you are going to have such an immense sense of gratitude, just like I do for you, when we're able to do that. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for honoring this wacky job that I made up in my head. Thank you for accepting me through all the changes, all the hard part. Thank you for making that little 5-year-old redhead's dreams come true. I believe in your dreams, no matter how old you are, because I believe in you, and I believe in your business. Bye, y'all.